Hello everybody, welcome along. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Show on the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel, and this is today's football update for Sunday. Sorry, bit tardy, it's coming up 11 o'clock. This is normally out by 9 a.m. and I did set the alarm, but frankly I just went back to sleep this morning. So it's probably a good thing though, because we do get one extra news story because of my tardiness. It never ever stops, does it? As ever, get involved with your comments. Lead story today is Manchester City just cannot do it when it gets to the key stages under Pep in Europe. They crashed out again last night, just away from the semi-finals, and Lyon go through instead. You can see there 3-1. For those of you that pay attention to XG, look at that. 2.68 plays 0.87, which in very, very simple terms says they probably did enough to win in terms of creating chances. But hey, we know that that's not always the full story of a football match. Now, is it? There is the opening goal. Bit of a muddle, really. It gets played in behind. It's knocked back by the forward, so it's not a poor clearance, but you can see Ederson has come. He's in no man's land. It's a really good finish, actually. Cornet there is going to hit that with the left foot and curve it. He's going to use the players as his marker and just curve it round inside that near post. So, nice goal. 1-0 there. Here's the most predictable thing in the world. Raheem Sterling cutting it back for Kevin De Bruyne. And everyone in the world knows where he's putting that. He's going to open up his body, right foot, and stick that to the keeper's left in the corner. At that point, it's 1-1. And you think, okay, here comes City. But no, here comes Moussa Dembele. Remember him? I think he played in the Championship, actually, for Fulham, for my Championship followers. Because he's going to come on and score 2 goals to win the game for Lyon. There is the first one. I don't want to get into whys and wherefores and laws and wordings. Needless to say, there was an offside-looking player who steps over the ball in the build-up before Dembele goes through, who was deemed to not be interfering with play. You can have your opinion on that in the comments. Just please quote the necessary law and don't make your own rules up, and I'll happily listen to your opinion. Dembele, through he goes, sticks it in 2-1. And I get a bit bemused with this because, yes, this is Raheem Sterling and that is an open goal and that's a bad miss. And we have this kind of weird jump in the shark thing with Raheem Sterling now. So Raheem Sterling got very good at football and got some unfair criticism. And now we have a lot of people who say that because Raheem Sterling has had unfair criticism, that you now can't even give him fair criticism. So he's just all over the place with the balance on your views on Sterling. Any balanced individual will say that Sterling is a world-class player and that is a hell of a miss. And just because he's had unfair criticism in the past doesn't mean that you can't give him fair criticism now. I'm sure he'll receive both fair and unfair criticism. But look at that, coming in on the right foot, just got to stick that in the net, over hits it and over the top. I reiterate, he's a world-class player and that is a hell of a miss. 2 things can be true. And then up the other end, there comes Dembele for his second. That's off the back of a bad spill. You can see Ederson there out of the game again, having spilt that one, and Dembele puts it in and through go Lyon. And Kylian Mbappe getting involved in the old football banter there on Twitter, tweeting Farmers League and referencing 2 French teams in the Champions League semi-final. Look at that, top 2 replies, Memphis Depay and Moussa Dembele himself. Let them talk to them, bro. There you go. And what Mr. Mbappe is referencing there, look, there are your Champions League semi-finals. So PSG, who advanced against Atalanta, play Leipzig, who advanced against Atletico in the first semi-final. That will be on Tuesday night. Lyon face Bayern. God, Bayern look terrifying, don't they? 8-2 winners against Barcelona. Lyon scraping in. I guess what people will be noticing, out go Man City and out go Atleti. So a couple of big names have dropped there. There are your two Champions League semi-finals. Let me know in the comments, are you enjoying the format? The post-season semis? I'm sure it'd be good for their TV figures. I wonder if there's been any conversations in the TV companies and with UEFA about, could this be a way of doing it in the future? A tournament-style Champions League. Let me know. Are you enjoying it? I am. Speaking of tournaments, Europa League continues tonight. Sevilla versus Manchester United. Inter and Shakhtar go tomorrow with the final on Friday. So no doubt in tomorrow's football update. I suppose if you're an English football fan, I know a lot of people don't like Manchester United because they're big and successful, but with your English football hat on that I wear often, good luck to Manchester United, I would say there. Jurgen Klopp was yesterday confirmed, quite predictably after Liverpool's incredible season, as the Barclays manager of the season for 2019-20. We don't really need to go over the accolades. Needless to say, Liverpool blew everybody away, and virtually at one point they'd played 20-odd games and drawn one of them and won the rest of them. So sensational stuff from Klopp. Now everybody's watching to see what happens next season. When you put yourself on a perch like that, it's a hard thing to live up to. So good luck to Klopp and congratulations on a well-earned award. And this is the bonus for me getting up late today, because that's been announced this morning. Kevin De Bruyne voted the player of the season. Wonderful player. 13 goals, 20 assists in the Premier League. I know a lot of people will symbolically buy into the narrative of Jordan Henderson being the captain to get Liverpool over the line. I don't mind really, however you want to decide. It's an arbitrary decision, isn't it? It's who's your favourite, basically. So if your narrative is for Henderson, I don't have an issue with that. If it's kind of purely on stats, I guess it has to be De Bruyne, doesn't it? I don't really mind either. I don't get too suckered in or emotional about these things. Vladimir Ivic, that's been confirmed now at Watford. God, it feels like days ago I did my video on that. The Athletic were well done to Adam Leventhal. He had that pegged by, I think, was it about Tuesday night or Wednesday night? Possibly. The deal was signed and just needed to be announced, along with their lovely new kit there, Watford. More on that in just a sec. So good luck to Vladimir Ivic, a year one parachute team. Ivic, again, more detail in the video, but he'd worked in Greece with PAOK and absolutely dominated in Israel with Maccabi Tel Aviv. Take of that what you will in terms of the standards of those two leagues, but he's a winner so far in his managerial career, so good luck to him. And welcome back to the Championship. Watford, that's what's been going on the channel. Transfer update there 2 days ago. Now, there's been a few interesting ones go through, so I'll do another Championship transfer update. Good fun on the channel, though. For once, I'm not being Mr. Boring analytics guy, and I have ranked Championship managers in 1 to 24 in terms of how good they were as a player, not how good they are as a manager. So I think you probably guessed the winners and the top threes there. And I did the same with the Premier League, which was, a little bit more tricky, the Premier League ones at the top there. There is yesterday's football update there on Bayern, and great fun. The missus, Shaylee, got involved yesterday, and we reacted to all of the new Championship kits, including that lovely Watford one that we had up in the last slide. So that is about the size of it, what's going on in the football world, what's going on the channel. As ever, you can support me now. Great news, because I was worrying about this. I got my pin. Look, it's down on the floor from Google AdSense. I won't show it to you because that would be very, very silly. But I'm now remonetized on YouTube. So brilliant. I can make ad revenue and we can do super chats. Speaking of which, I will be live streaming later on. So come and join us for a Q&A later on. Why am I talking about money? Because I don't have a job after COVID, and I'm trying to make this my part-time or full-time living. So if you enjoy what I do, help a fellow football fan achieve an ambition here and make a go of doing this. I really love it, and I hope you love the content. But to really help out, go and support on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. There's 2 tiers there. We will likely add more as the channel grows, but you can support for $3 per month. That's just basically a donation. That's just basically a way of saying, look, Ben, there you go. I'm supporting for the price of a cup of coffee from Starbucks or Costa or wherever each month. You can do that for $5. You do get a little bit more bang for your buck. You will get my Patreon only Q&As, so that doesn't pertain to what I do live on YouTube. I'll do exclusive Patreon ones there where you're guaranteed to get your question answered. Doesn't always happen on YouTube with the massive comments. And I also do vlogs, a bit of background stuff, and people seem to like that side of it, what's actually going on outside of this shot here that you can see on YouTube. All good fun over there. If you're not of a mind to support financially, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to. Everything's free here on YouTube, and you can support by hitting the thumbs up button. Get involved in the comments. As anyone who's watched more than 10 seconds of me will know, I'm a passionate advocate of everybody providing checks and balances for people's online behaviour. I don't think we're getting it right as a species, as a human race at the moment. I think on the street we have the police, and I know what I can and can't do, and can and can't get away with, and I know everyone else is going to behave online. It's a bit more Wild West. So if you are here on the channel and you're commenting, please don't be a jerk. There's no need. Be nice. Doesn't cost anything. And more importantly, not everything has to be some kind of debate where somebody destroys each other with some zingy thing. You can have a discussion. Somebody can be right. Somebody can be wrong. And by God, if you know more than somebody else about a certain subject, tell them. Use it to educate. Don't yell and bring people down and destroy them as people like to try and do. As I always say, it takes a great more deal of skill to create something than it does to tear something down. Anyway, you will know that's a familiar bugbear of mine. So get your comments in on today's football story. There should be 5 or 6 videos I've got written down to make down there. So I will stop this one. We're going to go on and do transfer update. Shaylee's got a surprise planned for me. Don't know what that is. And we will be live streaming tonight, so I'll get that up and advertise very soon. Right, thank you for watching. Over and out. See you on the next video.